James.
Yeah. And we're doing Project Tangent, as you all know. You're well aware. And for this presentation, I've done a diagram for like the classes and how they're going to relate to each other and like the different objects. And I've gone into a little bit of detail on how my particular role, the role of the minigame, is going to work. So without further ado, first of all, like a lot of the stuff stems from the character class. So this character, that is going to be the role of the player, both the player and the enemy. And so, as you can see here, player, enemy, and we're going to have different sprites for each of these classes. The player is going to be able to interact with the computers. Because of the game, you'll be able to access the map and to be able to get data from the environment and to be able to get audio logs which they pick up.
And the collision detection has been implemented. Either you can use the mouse or you can use the keyboard to move around the objects. And they would bounce around just like balls would normally bounce around if you would throw a ball in the air or to throw it against another ball.
Okay.
Have like a screen.
I'll wait till you guys get to the next step so I can see how that is implemented. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. Philip, you want to talk?
Yes. Alright, well my thing is I'm going to be handling the enemy and player, and it's basically going to be set up in 4 different classes, and I can like explain a little bit about these. The name is just going to so you can identify each of them, so you'll know if it's a player or it's an enemy, and it'll come with a name. Also a health bar. Each enemy, each player, I have a health bar, so it'll at least take a certain amount of hits depending on how strong the enemy is. Also, as David was saying, he's going to have, you can go around the map and you can pick up icons. So I'll have to be able to read that he picked up like a health icon. And that'll also be in the health class. With the movement, that's just like, with flying, we're going to have like flying enemies and enemies that's going to be on the ground. The flying enemies will just be in the circular motion like this. So the player is walking. I can't really grab it. As the player is walking, there's going to be an enemy here, and it'll just go around in a continuous circular motion, like a loop. So I have the player have to do that. Those are the attack motions. So when the player does run across an enemy, that's either going in a circle or an enemy that's on the ground, it's probably just going to be like a square movement pattern. Y'all don't want me to do it. But it's going to be a square movement pattern, like in a circle, for the ground enemies.
For my role in the game, I was responsible for creating the hacking minigame, the actual educational part of the game. And so, as you see here, there's a blank array in there, and the arrows determine, and the arrows you can change the range with which you can place numbers. This will be illustrated further when I just play the actual video, but for now, I'm just going to say that the structure of a for loop involves start and increment, and so those variables you could change within the game, and that's how you can either place a 0 or a 1 in each of these squares. and I was also in charge of putting everything together. So making sure that the player can go through doors, the player can, and making sure that all the rooms are linked, and really putting Phil's code, Anthony's code, and my own code, link all our files into one working game. And one other thing to add. This was a prototype version of our game, so this is so some things had to be cut out. Like as you'll see in the video, a lot of the interfacing between the player and the game is going to take place within the console. And because I had trouble with putting fonts in Pygame, and so the game will. And so in later versions, I will make the gameplay be entirely graphical. And so now I'm going to show a brief video of the gameplay of Project Tangent. As you can see, go through the door here, and the next door will not
go to that door though. Until we went into the hacking game, like you're not able to leave a room until you actually go to the computer.
As you can see, the arrows, the various arrows that are showing up depend on the value of start and end. And you can choose which number you want to put in there. And also in a later version, you will be able to see the your final moves. So you'll be able to see whether, like, you'll be able to see your array matching with the template. Just forgot to mention that's the rule of the hacking menu. You have to make these squares match the template within a certain number of moves.
And you're including the video and the documentation you send to CS Chair 1?
Yes, I will send the video to
Okay.
Show.
All right.
I have not sent it yet.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
And also,
Burton?
He was just going to talk about the rooms.
Yeah.
See each door. Oh yeah.
We exceeded our time.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're just in
That's just
here.
the
Okay.
right. Okay.
All right. Good. Any questions? Okay, thank you.